My name is Steph. I play synth and I sing in Varsity, and my hometown is Chicago.
My name is Jacob. I play drums, and I'm from Oak Park, Illinois, but I currently live in Chicago.
Hey, I'm Paul. I play bass, and I'm from Oak Park, Illinois.
My name is Pat. I play the guitar, and my hometown is a suburb of Chicago called Darien.
My name is Dylan. I play guitar in Varsity. I'm from Detroit, Michigan originally, but I lived in Chicago for 12 years. The Beatles. I watched a lot of the Beatles movies when I was very young. Help, Hard Day's Night, Yellow Submarine, and that kind of just went off from there.
When I was really young, I obviously liked a lot of pop punk bands, and I really loved our local hometown heroes, Fall Out Boy. And then I started listening to a lot of ska music, and I liked Streetlight Manifesto a lot, and then I stopped listening to them.
I tell people Smashing Pumpkins, but it was actually the Cardigans.
I think the Beatles. I mean, my parents played the Beatles all the time. The Beatles or the Eagles.
My first favorite band was probably Hoobastank. I really liked that one song. I can't even remember what it was. So I guess maybe I'm not super passionate about them, but they were at some point, I think.
Everyone's really goofy, honestly. Jake is really goofy and they all make me laugh, really.
Jake. Maybe Pat.
Jake. Maybe Jake or Dylan, probably.
Jake.
I'd say probably Dylan. Dylan is a very funny man. I don't know, everyone has a good sense of humor, but I would say, if I was being honest, probably Dylan or myself. I say little jokes to myself in the mirror when I wake up, and it always gives me a good laugh.
Garfield Park Conservatory.
My favorite thing to do in Chicago is just kind of go to look at the city from the perspective of the beach.
I think one of my favorite places is Fireside. It's a bowling alley in Logan Square. They're not particularly nice there, but I like that about it. And you just get a pitcher of beer and bowl. It's really nice.
Right around the corner from me is this restaurant called Longman and Eagle, which is this fancy restaurant. It's very good, but they have a back patio, and they have dollar beers. So I hang out there frequently.
I like the Bean, and Willis Tower is cool. Hancock Tower, my workplace, the lab, and my bed, and my couch, and the studio as well.
Me. No, I know. Maybe Jake.
Probably me.
Wow, probably me.
Jake casts a very wide net in terms of music that he likes, and I appreciate that too. I don't know. I don't want them to hear the answer to this.
Jake. He's my brother, though. I have to say that.
Oh, the winter.
The weather, just overall the weather.
I'm sure everyone said the same thing. Definitely the weather. The winter's awful. Everyone hates it. Everyone complains about it all the time. But at least we can all agree on something.
Trying to park in the snow.
Shit, probably the weather. Yeah, it's very bitterly cold in the winter, and it's very depressing sometimes. The traffic and the politics.
Probably secretly me, but I think outwardly Steph.
Probably Steph.
Jake can be a perfectionist about small things in the drums that I don't even notice or hear, and I appreciate that because I would never hear them, but I, for the life of me, don't know what he's talking about sometimes when he's like, okay, this one thing, this one beat and this one thing, and I'm just can't hear it.
Steph and Dylan.
Steph. Or me. It might be me.
Me.
Pat. He's always the guy on stage who cleans up the fastest. We're done playing the show and he's off in under a minute. amp and everything.
Dylan is a very responsible person. Yeah, if he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it.
Dylan. Daddy Dylan.
The most responsible? Probably Paul, my brother. He goes to sleep at a good time, and he's always giving advice and stuff like that, you know.
It would be really sick to go on tour with Spoon. That'd be a fun experience.
I think collectively we would choose Always.
Like realistically or just like idealistically? Ideally. I would say maybe the Beatles. Let's see, Radiohead, I don't know.
I would love to go on tour with Kate LeBon.
Always number one, and then Tops, and then maybe like Belle and Sebastian.
I would vote for Pat because he looks like Elizabeth Warren, and I think I would like to vote for Elizabeth Warren.
No one, I would not wish that upon anybody in Varsity.
Paul. He knows the most geopolitical issues. Definitely Paul.
Steph, she's the smartest. Actually, Paul's pretty smart too, and Paul knows a lot about politics, so probably Paul.
Steph. Steph's the president. She says it like it is.
A fast food restaurant, we'd be Taco Bell, for sure.
We would be Taco Bell probably. So we got like the spicy, we got the mild, we got the medium, all in one unit.
Probably a Panera. Got a little bit of something for everyone.
Taco Bell, because they have good vegetarian options and it's cheap. There's something for everyone.
I feel like every band kind of wants to be like Taco Bell because there's something for everybody. That's like a heavy vegan option. I might put us in the Culver's realm. It's really good. It's from the Midwest. It's unknown outside of the Midwest. And they got cheese curds.